Imagine diving into the deep blue waters of the Mediterranean Sea in the year 1900. A group of Greek sponge divers was searching for treasure near the small island of Antikythera. Instead of gold, they found something far stranger. Scattered across the seafloor lay the remains of an ancient Roman shipwreck. Beautiful bronze statues, marble sculptures, coins, jewelry, and mysterious artifacts had rested untouched for nearly 2,000 years. No one realized that among those broken relics was an object that would completely change the way historians viewed the ancient world. At first glance, it looked like nothing more than a corroded lump of bronze covered in rock and sea minerals. It was cracked, fragile, and almost impossible to recognize. Museum workers nearly ignored it. Months later, something incredible happened. One of the fragments split open. Inside, researchers noticed tiny bronze gears. Not one gear, not two, but dozens of perfectly crafted gears with precisely cut teeth. This was impossible. Historians believed that machines this advanced did not exist until medieval Europe, more than 1,000 years later. How could ancient people create something with such astonishing precision? Who built it? Why was it hidden inside a shipwreck? And what was this mysterious machine actually designed to do? The discovery became known as the Antikythera Mechanism, and for more than a century it would remain one of history's greatest puzzles. Scientists from around the world began studying every tiny fragment. The more they examined it, the stranger the mystery became. This wasn't just another ancient artifact. It was something far beyond anyone's imagination. It seemed as though a piece of advanced technology had somehow traveled back in time. But the truth was even more fascinating. Before anyone could understand its purpose, they first had to uncover who created such an extraordinary machine over 2,000 years ago. That journey would reveal one of the greatest achievements of the ancient world. To understand the Antikythera Mechanism, we must travel back to ancient Greece. More than 2,000 years ago, Greek philosophers weren't only thinking about ideas, they were studying mathematics, astronomy, engineering, and mechanics with incredible precision. Scholars carefully observed the movement of the sun, moon, and planets. They measured eclipses, tracked the seasons, and calculated the positions of stars using mathematics that still amazes scientists today. One of the greatest minds of this era was Hipparchus, often called the father of scientific astronomy. His calculations of the moon's motion were remarkably accurate. Another legendary inventor was Archimedes, whose engineering skills inspired machines that seemed almost magical. Experts believe the Antikythera Mechanism was built using this extraordinary scientific knowledge. The machine was likely created between 150 and 100 BC. It wasn't made by accident. It required master craftsmen capable of cutting tiny bronze gears with incredible precision. Each gear had to fit perfectly with the next. Even a tiny mistake would prevent the entire machine from working. This level of engineering seemed impossible for the ancient world. Yet someone achieved it. The mechanism may have been built in a famous Greek workshop, where mathematicians and skilled metalworkers worked side by side. For centuries, this knowledge flourished. Then, wars, invasions, and the collapse of kingdoms caused many scientific discoveries to disappear. Books were destroyed. Workshops vanished. Generations passed. Eventually, the knowledge needed to build such a machine was forgotten. The Antikythera Mechanism became a silent witness to a lost age of brilliance. Hidden beneath the sea, it waited nearly 2,000 years for humanity to discover it once again. But its greatest secret was still hidden inside its intricate system of gears. The world's first analog computer. As researchers used modern X-ray scanners to examine the fragile fragments, an astonishing truth finally emerged. The Antikythera Mechanism was not a simple clock. It was not a navigation tool. It was something far more extraordinary. It functioned as an ancient analog computer. By turning a small handle, dozens of bronze gears moved together in perfect synchronization. The machine could predict the positions of the sun and moon across the sky, could calculate lunar phases. It could even forecast certain eclipses years in advance using repeating astronomical cycles known to ancient astronomers. The front of the mechanism displayed the movement of celestial bodies. The back contained spiral dials that tracked long astronomical cycles. Tiny engraved inscriptions acted like an instruction manual, explaining how to use the device. Every new discovery amazed scientists. The mechanism combined astronomy, mathematics, engineering, and craftsmanship into a single portable instrument. Nothing else from the ancient world matched its complexity. It would take more than 1,000 years before Europe produced mechanical devices with a similar level of sophistication. The Antikythera mechanism proved that ancient civilizations were far more technologically advanced than historians had once believed. Instead of rewriting history with myths, it revealed a forgotten chapter of real scientific achievement. Yet one mystery remained. If ancient engineers could build such an incredible machine, why has only one example ever been found? The lost technology. For decades, historians searched for evidence of similar machines. Surprisingly, none were ever discovered. No complete copies. No workshops. No surviving instruction books. Only a handful of damaged fragments from one shipwreck. This raises an extraordinary question. Was the Antikythera mechanism a rare masterpiece made for a wealthy ruler? Or was it one of many machines that simply disappeared over time? Bronze was an expensive metal. Throughout history, old bronze objects were often melted down and reused. Countless ancient inventions may have vanished forever because their materials were recycled. The ship carrying the mechanism was likely transporting luxury goods from the Greek world to Rome when disaster struck. Caught in a violent storm, it sank beneath the sea, preserving its cargo for centuries. Ironically, the shipwreck may have saved the mechanism. Had it reached its destination, it might have been melted down like countless other bronze objects. Today, archaeologists continue exploring the Antikythera shipwreck using advanced underwater technology. Every expedition hopes to uncover new fragments that could reveal more about the mysterious machine and the people who created it. Each discovery brings us closer to understanding one of history's greatest engineering achievements. But perhaps the greatest lesson isn't about the machine itself. It's about the brilliance of the civilization that built it. A machine that changed history. Today, the Antikythera mechanism is considered one of the most remarkable archaeological discoveries ever made. It reminds us that history is not always a straight path of progress. Knowledge can be gained. Knowledge can also be lost. For centuries, people underestimated the scientific achievements of the ancient Greeks. This remarkable device changed that forever. Modern researchers continue creating digital models and detailed reconstructions, revealing new secrets hidden within its gears. With every study, we gain a deeper appreciation for the minds that designed it more than 2,000 years ago. The Antikythera mechanism is not evidence of magic or visitors from another world. It is evidence of human curiosity, intelligence, and determination. It shows what people can achieve when they combine observation, mathematics, and craftsmanship. Some mysteries surrounding the machine remain unsolved, and that uncertainty is part of its fascination. Perhaps future discoveries beneath the Mediterranean Sea will answer the questions that still puzzle historians. Until then, the Antikythera mechanism stands as a symbol of humanity's forgotten genius. A machine that was centuries ahead of its time and a reminder that history still holds countless secrets waiting to be uncovered. If you enjoyed this incredible journey into one of history's greatest mysteries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more untold stories from the past.